actually had a good start, had some opportunities to put the puck in the back of the net. We didn't, and then to be honest, I think we ran out of steam.
Folks who've got microphones, please raise your hand if you have a question. Wait for the microphone, introduce yourself, and proceed. Question, microphone up front, please.
Hi, Tara Sullivan from the Boston Globe. Just for either of the players, I know you're in that moment of disappointment right now, but are you able to just reflect on the journey of the season, getting this far, and what was established for women's hockey?
Absolutely. Obviously, it's tough when you lose, especially Game 5 at home in front of amazing fans. But you know, we just came from the room. That's kind of all we were doing, was reflecting on how proud of our group we are, how we continue to persevere regardless of any odds that were thrown in our direction, how we fought. You know, this year was a historic year. It was tough. It was something that no player was ever used to. We built it, and we're extremely ecstatic about where it is right now, year one, and where our group is, and how we continue to battle and fight for one another. And so I think, if anything, that reflection point is something that we can celebrate and take away from tonight, even though we did lose, is our group and how proud of one another we are in that room.
Just want to ask all three of you, the job that Erin did in goal tonight, 41 saves, I think it was 43 shots, just seemed like she just, that expression standing on her head may be the right one here.
Yeah, that game in the second could have opened up a lot greater than, you know, a 3-0 deficit without Erin in between the pipes. So she stood on her head all year. She showed up every single day, and so we couldn't be more grateful and proud of her performance throughout the year. And you know, hopefully we can help her a little bit more next year up front, but relieve some of that pressure. But man, she's the best goalie in the league, no doubt about it.
Hey, you're on your left as well, and you see those GBHLs. The moment at the end with the fans chanting "Thank you, Boston." I don't know if y'all could hear that on the ice. What did that mean to y'all?
Yeah, it was pretty emotional. I think. I mean, it's pretty special what we had here, and you know, obviously we wanted to win on home ice, but they still stuck with us through the whole game, and they were loud, and they showed up for us today, and unfortunately we couldn't get it done. But super grateful for them, and you know, we couldn't do it without them this year for sure.
Nathan Bowen said from Chatter, this crowd was the largest we've had all season. Standing room only, secondary mark was huge. Can you just speak how what it meant to have the fans here like that tonight? All three.
Yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself, right? Like, I think we were super excited to get to the rink today, and just hearing, you know, kind of the prices of the tickets and stuff like that. I think we can be super proud of that, especially in our market here in Boston. So, I mean, it means the world to us. I mean, as players, that's all we want, is to be able to fill the buildings and, you know, have a fan base that really supports us. And they've been so great for us all year. So, unfortunately, we couldn't get it done for them tonight. But, you know, I think we got some really special group here that hopefully they, you know, keep coming and support us all year, all next year too.
Any more questions?
I'm just wondering if the two of you could answer about Erin, what you thought she did tonight for the team, to keep the team in it, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, she's been our backbone, like Hill said. I think she's literally the best goalie in the world right now. She literally stood on her head, and you know, she helped us, you know, through the first couple rounds of the playoffs. And without her, I don't think we get to where we are. And like Hill said, we're going to back her up a little more next year, hopefully. And she's phenomenal and such a great teammate too. So unfortunately, we couldn't get any in for her tonight, but she was phenomenal all year.
I would just say, like, super humble off the ice, and so quick, and the way she tracks the puck, just incredible, and her ability to, you know, see all those point shots last second and make those saves. I mean, we wouldn't be where we are today without her, and unfortunately we fell a little short.
Gail Triani, New England Sports Network. Coach, do you have any updates on Taylor? Was she okay? It looked like a knee injury.
Yeah, she's all right.
this offseason is going to be a shorter turnaround compared to the last couple of years. How long do you guys take to wallow in this and before you get ready for the next season?
I think we all need a vacation. You know, we had, let us not forget, we had a 6-week training camp at the start of this year. We were in market working with, you know, no games, a lot of scrimmages, showing up. You know, this is the first year that players weren't necessarily in control of their programming, so we expected a lot of ourselves to show up every single day. But yeah, I mean, it's a short off season. I know there's different national team camps and whatnot that are coming up pretty quickly in August and September, but it's just a matter of people getting healthy and getting back to sort of that healthy standpoint before we start gearing up and training again. But it's a long year. We said it from the get-go, and I think we definitely felt it towards the end of this run.
Courtney, I just wanted to ask you, as somebody who's been in the game, on the game as long as you have, like, what do you feel for the future? I know you literally just finished this season, but it's probably crossed your mind, just like where this can go, or how you feel, where it can go from here.
Yeah, I think when you think back to September when this was kind of launched and we had the draft and we're heading off to training camps, like who could have ever imagined that we're filling the Bell Center, the ACC, or what's it called now? Scotiabank. You know, we're filling Songus, we're playing in front of 13,000+ in Minnesota, in Detroit. Like, I think this league took off full throttle, more than we could have ever imagined as coaches, as players, and I think we should all be so proud. And I think just, you know, the media and the people surrounding this league, you know, the Walter family, like, we wouldn't be here, right? And I think we're all thankful for that, and we're grateful for this opportunity. But I know that the effort that every single player in this league put forth, because it was a grind, you know, it's something no one's used to. Just incredible for every single athlete involved in this group, and I'm just so proud of our group and how we battled back all year, and here we were, one game short.
Jamie and Hilary, did you expect the physical play as much as it was? And do you think that going forward it's something you know you need to prepare for a little bit more next season?
Yeah, I mean, I think our game's always been physical, but I think it got ramped up a little bit this year, and now we know how to play it. I think, yeah, we will prepare differently, right, in the summers, and you had to adapt your game maybe a little bit as the year went on, and I think it was extra physical in the playoffs, and I think you can use it to your advantage as well. So it was definitely a different look as a player, for sure, as the year went on, but I think now that we know kind of how it's going to be, I think it's easier to prepare as the next season comes along.
Definitely, I think, you know, I'd like to see more consistency with what is body checking, what isn't body checking, I think, moving forward, and I know the league's going to work on that, and we're going to do our part preparing to make sure that we don't put ourselves in vulnerable positions out on the ice surface. But it's definitely a different type of game. You have to see the ice differently, you have to be able to absorb hits, read coverages, and put yourself in the center of the ice a little bit more than playing on the outskirts and on the boards if you don't want to get banged up so much over the year. But yeah, it's going to be an emphasis point, I think, with everybody training this summer.
I'm Laura Everett from Boston Women's Sports. Congrats on a great season, and sorry about the loss tonight. I'm wondering if you all can reflect how you're thinking about setting the stage for professional women's sports in Boston in general, as you all are the only fully professional league, and we've got pro soccer coming. But you all are really leading the way on this. Do you have thoughts about what your leadership means for pro women's sports in Boston?
Yeah, I think a rising tide lifts all ships, and you know, we benefit from many women and men that came before us to put us in a successful position this year. It seems like women's sports is really breaking through, and what a better timing than to invest now and be a part of this journey. And so we're excited to sort of be the first in market, but we're really excited for that NWSL team to join us, and you know, among other teams. So it's just exciting being a women's sport right now and at this level.
They've announced that nicknames will be coming this offseason. Do you guys have any favorites or suggestions you guys would like to see your team called?
Just want a name.
I don't know. We'll see what they come up with, but I'm sure it'll be a good one. And there's been some pretty good names in Boston with the sports team, so I'm sure we'll fit right in on that. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to having a logo and a team name. And it was pretty cool, though. I think the cool thing about this year is we all represented our cities, and we always talk about all the time representing this city is something special. And to be a part of this sports market, you know, I've said it time and time again. It's super special. You've seen. You know, the different teams and the different, you know, history behind the sports, and now we get to be a part of it, and it's really, really cool. So I'm sure there'll be a good team name, and can't wait to get my first t-shirt.
Hi, Sam York from 7 News. From the player's perspective, being inside the arena, hearing the amount of young women that you hear in the audience tonight and the other games that you've heard from, and the cheers, the electric energy, how does that motivate you to, yes, of course there was a loss tonight, but keep on moving forward into the next season and play?
Yeah, on one end of it, you're just a human showing up to play the sport that you love. And when you get out on the ice with the group, you see the young faces, you see faces from all over, you see signs, you know, candy, bracelets, whatever, you hear it, and you realize how much you're a part of something bigger than yourself. And, you know, I think, you know, while this loss, like, we feel it in our room, it's tough because we just so badly wanted it for not only the people in the room, but everyone who supported us along this journey, because we understand what type of impact and the significance of what we're doing through sport, to have a positive and inspirational point and have that impact in someone's life is a huge responsibility, and one that I know no player takes lightly, and we get to do it doing the best job in the world.
Thank you all. Amazing season, and appreciate your time tonight.